Hello, everybody. Welcome to Train Sim World 4. Welcome to the Bernina line. We are here. Uh, got ABE 812 Allegra in front of us. We've got three empty log wagons behind. Um, first, first time in the Bernina line. I shall experience this at the same time you shall. Um, this is supposed to be the middle of winter, and the lake is doesn't no, the lake's not frozen in the middle of winter. This is supposed to be 17th of December, so just before Christmas is where I set it. No snow whatsoever on the mountains. Um, Immediately, the platform is too high. This should be, from what I've seen, this should be basically just a strip of concrete on the ground. And it's a shame that we can't go inside the shed. But oh well. We'll get straight into the cab. Unlock doors. So that is. Yeah. How do I acknowledge? So ZS acknowledge is that one, but that should be ZS acknowledge. Oh my god. Okay, sure, whatever. So if that's G, then I guess I should plug my. Yeah, there we go. Right, we'll get the master key on. We shall get the reverser to forward. That's our park brake, train brake, whistle on top. That's our throttle. We'll get doors unlocked on the left-hand side, I presume. Pantograph. Now, normally this train should only have one pantograph up and raise one only when necessary. So I'm going to drop the front pantograph because that's realistic. Tail lights we will leave off. Passenger lights on. What else do we have? That's vigilance, which I'll turn on. Which I don't think should be vigilance, but whatever. That's Dovetail's shitty solution to the console problem. Vacuum pumps. So these are vacuum braked, I believe, which is interesting. Pantograph automatic. Okay, we'll leave that automatic. Headlights. Oh, come on. Full service and you to off, please. Headlights dimmed full, I think. Or maybe we'll leave it. No, we'll leave it full and we'll turn them down when we pass something. So that should be front lights on. Going to Tirano. I know the rear lights don't really work. It's not the rear lights. The destination when we're coming back, it says Ospizio instead of St. Moritz. Right, we'll lock the doors. We are a minute late. I'll try not to let that be too late. Over here, we've got our. Needs to get Alpgrum, Cavaglia, Poschiavo. We are stopping at Alpgrum, Cavaglia, Poschiavo, Licurt, Le Presse, Miralargo, Brusio, Campascio, Campocolonio, and Tirano. So we'll get the brakes off. Starting speed, what is that? 50, 45? Uh-huh. And we'll get moving. And we'll get moving. There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure about the sounds, but whatever. Probably give it the full beans to make back time. There you go, there's 45. And we've got 3.7 kilometers until Alpgrum. Right. Bridge with a slightly dodgy sleeper colour change. Is that really how it's meant to be? Really? Have a look at the TMS. Does any of this work? No, that's the pantograph switch. None of that works. None of that works. So that is purely aesthetic. Can't do anything with that. This, it looks like you can have a play with. But you've got no control of the announcements, which is realistic. It's done by a conductor. What are these gauges? It's like vacuum pressure, maybe. Brake cylinder pressure? No idea. One of these will be an ammeter. I can't quite read that. Are you speeding? We are speeding. Oh, but that's the T-board that we've just gone past. Yeah, I don't quite know how the dynamic weather works, but in the middle of December, this should be blanketed in snow. That was my hope, that we would be steaming through snow, so that it could cover up some of the hideous landscape. But sure, we'll live with that. All right, down 35. The grass is very dark. It should be much more yellow. But I know that's nitpicking. But it's the sort of thing that I care about because it's just not realistic. Here we go into a tunnel, ready for some hideous effects. The foggy tunnel. Why does it look like that? Some trees and mountains that have not popped in yet. That's great. Oh, some snow. Look at that. It's revolutionary. Middle of winter? Snow? No. Don't be silly. Oh, there's 33. There's 30. To another tunnel? At least this one's not foggy. I know that the sleepers are wrong, at least in a few places, so I'll be interested to see how that turns out. Okay, the overhead is dead straight. Not even slightly zigzagging. The galleries are a little bit weird. There's a rock that's clipped through. I don't like the repeated texture, but guess I'll have to live with that. I like that the wooden panels don't completely cover, but it doesn't exactly resemble a gallery in the cab rides that I've watched. Okay, got Alpgrum appearing on our track monitor there. Back into a tunnel. Might try and find a map actually of the route. Oh, look at that. Glacier? Glacier. Forget that all of this should be snow. Yeah, just forget that. Doesn't matter. Is that a speed limit restriction? Maybe. How do I know that the safety system is... Okay, sure, whatever. But we're on the 1 in 14 now, aren't we? Yes. So steepest railway in the world, steepest adhesion railway. Running with one pantograph up, as we should be. And the middle pantograph there for AC, which we can use on the Arosa line, but not in timetable mode because they have been too lazy to implement that. So dodgy level crossing, but sure, whatever. Distant signal at clear. Proceed. Right, but I've got a line diagram up, so we should be able to see which... This might be Groom Gallery. Or is this... Sassal Mason Gallery 3? No, this looks like Groom Gallery. Right, clear on the signal. Haven't had any ZS shouts yet. That is an awful texture on the left-hand side. It's hideous, but sure, whatever. If I throttle off, will it hold the speed? Yes. Okay. Sort of expecting ZS to kick in here, but I guess we don't need to wait for anything, maybe. Okay, Alp Groom. Very noisy for a very small station. Try and stop short of the points. Oh, does the train brake not stop us? Okay, sure. That works, I guess. Right, so this is Alp Groom. Again, obviously should be absolutely blanketed with snow, but I'll let that fly. And then we come down all of here. I don't like the trees. I just don't like the trees. This is the sort of restaurant area. You can look at the glacier. And we got the interlaced track bit just past down here. Yeah. Okay, we're back on time. So we're at 27.086 kilometers. Alp Groom at 2,091 meters. Starting off at Ospizio at 2,253. Okay, round the gauntlet. I keep trying to say interlaced, but it isn't. They're not overlapping, they're just very close to each other. They encroach on each other's overlap. Right, next station is Cavaglia. Or Cavaglia, I presume. That's like the G is sort of swallowed in Italian, isn't it? Yeah. I think the whistle boards, they're the sort of angled slopes. Okay, it's got some avalanche fencing. That's nice. Nice touch. Level crossing looks slightly more appropriate. This would be the Upper Paulu Gallery, 239 meters. Still running at 30. Very fast. I'm going to have a look at the route map as well, so you can see. There's a fair bit of switchbacks here. Not quite as much as is it Poschiavo or is it? Yes, Poschiavo, sure. Or was it Cavaglia? It was Poschiavo. Poschiavo, I think. This is the Paulu Gallery. Oh no, that's just the Stablini passing loop. Oh no, that's Cadera station, which is not marked as a station, I presume, because we're not going to be allowed to stop there. That would be this one here. But that train is clear to run through, so we're going to have to wait, I presume, at Cavaglia. It is a shame that we don't have request stops featuring. I know a lot of people were shouting at me for the trees being conifers and not deciduous, but Rivet seem to have missed the memo as well, because they've painted all of these pine trees. Oh, I guess the ones up there aren't, but all of the ones on the right-hand side are definitely deciduous because they're all orange, but I guess maybe these ones are supposed to be pines. Yeah. I mean, most of them are clearly not pines. At least we don't have the shopping trolley. That's at least one positive. Must be the lower Palu. Oh no, this would be Stablini tunnel and galleries. At 334 meters. So it says 1.2 kilometers, but that's a crow flies calculation, not the distance we have to go. And we're due in holy shit, like a minute. We're due in a minute. Fucking hell. We'll be late to... No, we were actually... Oh, we're only 30 seconds late at Alpgrum. We're a minute late leaving Ospizio. And we're going to be... There's no way the AI did that in... Oh no, sorry, I'm misreading that, aren't I? Sorry, I'm an idiot. We've got 10 minutes, not 1. Right, so it looks like we're clear here. Green over yellow, I presume, is... I should probably get that up. Swiss railway signalling. Max speed 40 kilometers an hour for points in diverging position on is green over yellow. Or track occupied, max speed 40 kilometers an hour. Train index section, be prepared to... Oh no, that's got an extra thing at the bottom. Okay. It's cool that even on these meter gauge railways, their signalling is all still the same. Something I can only wish for. Okay, that would be the Valpila tunnel. Perhaps that's the Lower Pila Gallery. It's certainly a relaxing route. It's encroaching on slightly boring, but I don't know. I think this train would have worked better on a Rosa line the first time round, and the older rolling stock would have worked better on this, because this is... I mean, it's an interesting unit, but it's it's interesting for a single-handle EMU, but it's still a single-handle EMU. It's not the most of interesting things. And of course, there's a whistle, which is interesting again. Okay, and we have switchback number 1. Look at the mountains on the other side. I don't know, the ballast being the wrong colour is quite off-putting, but should be much sort of browner. So I guess more iron in the ballast, I suppose. Okay, looks like we're approaching place. Yeah, approaching the place that I made some quite heavy criticism. So the sleepers are completely incorrect here. They should be V-type sleepers. But obviously Rivet can't be bothered to do that. Over the Pila Viaduct, crossing the creek. And into the Pila Viaduct Gallery. Other small avalanche fencing, of course. They should be covered in snow at this time of year. I'm not going to stop saying that. This is the middle of December. Should be covered in snow. Train does look very pretty though. Okay, we have maximum speed 40 kilometers an hour. Next signal shows stop and is at reduced distance. Or track occupied, max speed 40 kilometers an hour, or max speed 45 kilometers an hour for points in diverging direction. One of them. We've got max speed 40 kilometers an hour for points in diverging direction. Which I guess in this case is just telling us that we will take the diverge off to the left, I would assume. We're in Switzerland, trains travel on the left, as they do in a lot of Europe, bar Germany, I think. But France is on the left. No, we're going straight through. Oh no, is that sort of passing loop? Or... Well, you said we're going on a diverge, so I presume. No, straight through. Okay. And we are on time. Right, will this actually stop itself? Well, it did then, because I nudged it into emergency, but... So yeah, on the leftmost gauge, I presume is Yeah, that's centimeters of mercury, so that's a vacuum. Don't know what the thing on the left is. Is that the same gauge? Or is that brake pipe pressure? Don't think it should move that quickly. One on the right is definitely brake cylinder pressure. The one on the bottom, I presume, is... Oh, the one on the right is the voltmeter. And then the middle two, I presume, is percent traction or brake. Right, we've got a red signal, so it won't go anywhere. Have a look around. Grab a screenshot, maybe. The train is very red. Like, too red, I think. But I think that's fault of the TOD system and not really anything else. Right, I'll zoom out, I reckon, so I can just try and get more of the mountain in shot. Focal points. Grab that. What are we waiting for? Where's our train? Still there. 2 wagons on the rear. I presume you have to uncouple these wagons on the back at some point. No? Because that should happen from the video that I saw here. I think. Pretty certain. Or maybe it happens... Or does it happen down here, maybe? So I don't think many of the wagons come all the way down into Toronto, but maybe they do, who knows. Or unless Rivet have botched it and it's just the same wagons that go up and down and up and down and up and down. It doesn't look like they've done the timetable very well, because the timings are a little bit off. I'm just going to sit here and wait. Someone whistling, that's interesting. Right, should be ready to go now, but of course... Swiss trains, never late, huh? Bye. A lot of air hoses, I presume they're just the same 3. Vacuum, brake, and something. Or unless... No, that's the electrical hopper. That's the MU. Huh. Probably have my mirrors out, shouldn't I? If I knew how. If I knew how. Door platform. Has that actually done anything? Ah, only the middle door. Oh, so the middle door is the accessible one, and then it's high floor from there out. If I close the doors, does that... So it just closes them and then retracts that. Okay. I want to see, does the throttle brake put any pressure into the brake? Ah, it does not. So that is just an electric brake. So it cannot stop the train. Oh, so that train has 2 coaches on the back. Right, and we got a max speed 40 diverging, I presume. Right, so we have Coming up next, the... Oh! Shit. Got to step on my pedal again. A tunnel coming up, but not soon, I don't think. Still running at 30, I believe. Yep. Just check, I haven't been speeding. You would have to be an absolute tool if you missed platinum on this. I mean, if you stop trying. Right, this would be the Puntalto tunnel. 46 meters with 10 meters of gallery. Into daylight. I'd like to give this a try in VR, but I don't think I could sit through an hour and 45 minutes. But we'll see, we'll see. Nice rock cutting. Something tells me it wouldn't look quite like that, but sure, whatever. Interesting cutting there. Not sure how typical that would be. Sure, whatever. Did I miss a whistleboard? I must have. I know Matt was talking about, oh well, we can't actually put fog everywhere because that would be unrealistic. So what was that about fog everywhere, sorry? Looks pretty omnipresent to me. Pretty low frames, getting what, 26? Less than 30, that's not good. I'm trying to render all the fog, probably. I'm sure there's a reason, but it's pretty abysmal frame rate. I mean, it also is the first time that I played this, so it could be that it's just having a bit of an issue loading everything into the storage that I have it set to. Could be that. Clear on that signal. I don't know why that would be. Maybe it's so they can get multiple trains through this section if need be. One after the other. Windows look a bit dirty. I don't know, maybe that's a good thing, maybe it isn't. Who knows? Okay, this would be Valvaruna 1 tunnel. We come down the mess of switchbacks. First switch. Got to get to the bottom of the valley, which is conveniently obscured by all of that fog, that hideous fog. That looks awful. You can't see the bottom of it. It's ridiculous. All at 30. Remember coming up to Cadera on the stream I did on this in Train Simulator. Go watch that if you want a sort of more direct comparison, I guess. Looks like it evens out a little bit down there. Again, I didn't see a whistle board, but I'm not being super observant. That hill in the distance looks pretty awful. Yeah, there you go, the power's coming off, or the brakes are coming off. Right, down on the 7 per mil gradient. So 7T. So those gradient signs are in per mil, which is like percent times 10. Which is why it's 7%, 1 in 14, or 70 per mil. Okay, got a 40 km/h warning. That sounded awful. Ah, that's just warning me. I don't know if that's prototypical, but that sounds hideous. I would guess not. Okay, that's warning us of a signal at stop coming up. But yeah, double yellow is max speed 40, next signal showing stop. And that would be just as we come into our platform road at Cadera. Must be waiting for another service. Double yellow on that. Distant? Are they distance or repeaters? Distant. Right, and we'll leave it there. that for us? I think so. Bit confused why everything was saying stop, but sure, whatever. Say max 40 speed limit there. And what was underneath it? Oh. That was a right-of-way signal, okay. So we shall come through the Valveruna 2 tunnel in what appears to be very soon. So some floating catenary there, that's cool and normal. And there's some more floating catenary there. Clear distance. And next is the Cavagliasco 1 tunnel, which was daylighted in 1968. Right, first active level crossing, I think. Nice, nice. Trees look pretty awful in the distance, even in sort of the close. Haven't noticed any shadow pop in, but it's not really the pop in, it's just that they don't have shadows. It's more the sort of the biggest problem for me. Frame rates are so low. It's 24. That's train simulator frame rates. Rubbish. The anti-aliasing is having a fucking nightmare. Tearing all over the place. That must be like nearly 10, yeah. My god. This is a slideshow. Oh, big cutting there. And that might have been the tunnel that was daylighted, maybe. Over a little viaduct. With an old alignment to the left. And into the Balbalera tunnel. I haven't heard any announcements. I mean, I did ride at the very beginning before I started recording, but also, why is there catenary on the ground? Oh, that's cruise control. Okay. This is an interesting bridge, but they modelled the bridge as well, but some other things that have not been built so well. And that'd be the Cavagliasco tunnel. Or the Cavagliasco 2 tunnel, I presume. Which means we are shortly going to arrive at Privilasco at 1,119 metres. Did we go past the T-board ever? No, it was the track monitor was lying. It says we... Maybe we did go past the T-board and I'm just an idiot. Yes. Only switchbacks. Oh, that was the last one. Okay. Is that double track? Oh my god, it is! Just a little bit though. Can't get too excited. There should be no more tunnels, really, all the way until Tirano. Wooden viaduct. This sort of becomes the interesting part though, where we run along tracks. But we've already lost 1 kilometre in altitude, and that's crazy. We've only got 500 metres thereabouts to lose. Clear on the distance. That's sort of, oh, it's an underbridge. Underbridge? Overbridge? Who knows? Clear on the distance. A level crossing warning. And an industrial spur. Some cement trucks. That might have been back there somewhere, might have been Rivalasco. Which I know doesn't have a doesn't have an article. It must have closed then. If Poschiavo does, then it yeah. A station no longer. Clear on the shunt signal, and we've got Poschiavo coming into view on the track monitor. Oh, double track. Look at that. We must have a meet here, surely. Or maybe not. Yes, we do. Another level crossing. Gonna go ding ding. It is not sinful. Alright, clear on this distance. Gotta be careful, I might use the actual train brake to stop. Looks like I'm going to be early again into Poschiavo. Now the fog looks pretty bad. I can't tell if the tree's meant to be bald or not. It's an improvement over a Rosa line, but it's not fantastic. Clear on the shunt signal, but we've got a distant warning us of the next signal at stop, so bear that in mind. I don't believe that's still all 30. Okay, it is. Might be faster on the way up. Who knows? Clear on that shunt. And into our first proper town. Poschiavo. That's got a ding-ding. Right, clear on that shunt. Cruising at 15. Oh, there's only one platform here. Oh, okay. Ah, so the other train's waiting for us. But yeah, I'm pretty certain this is where normally the wagons should be uncoupled, but grab the doors there, and we've got clear signals now. Yeah, these are the workshops. Doesn't look like we can go in them. They're not modelled on the inside. A nice building, so. But no interior. Oh, that one's got interior modelling. Maybe we can go in there. Who knows? Oh, Rivet knows. Yeah, big workshops. At least they've got actual typical glass doors, but recycled from a Rosa, but I don't really mind. As long as a yeah, it's got Doppler on it, so that's okay. The original did not, which I was very disappointed about. Oh, high definition there. Guess this isn't a request stop, so. So why can't this be in the local language? Like they branded it as Bernina Liney, so why don't they call it Bernina Liney, or as it is known in real life, Bernina s-bahn? But what would I know? We'll close the doors. We'll get a little bit early departure. We get up to 55? Nope. Clear sun signal? Yeah, of course. Another level crossing. And we had a right away. Oh, put on the pedal. Another level crossing. With no noise. That's cool. Okay, our other Allegra friend. I certainly see this route being one for a future DLC. Maybe one of the DC locomotives and a DC locomotives and the Bernina coaches. Can I go a bit quicker or not? Right, another level crossing. Did I miss a signal there? Oh, whistleboard. Might have. Who knows? Who cares? I've got Lee Kurt coming up. Dipping. Well, we're about to dip below 1,000 meters for the first time. Let me go. Oh, the speed limit was 55. Be nice to know that, but sure, whatever. They're not going to be late, I wouldn't imagine. Whoa, that's steep. Look at that. Let's make sure I don't get caught out by Sisto. Ah, level crossing getting disappearing. Really absolutely no car traffic. So much for that special. Oh, there's one car. So much for the special car physics that they've so diligently modelled. And have they done a rivet where every signal at the end of every platform is at stop? So they have. Oh man, the train brake stops very quickly. Right. Better not spad. That would be bad. Doors. Yeah, there is absolutely no road traffic. This is supposed to be like the main road through the valley. Do the lights always flash? Would appear so. I get past? Yeah, do the lights always flash? Yes. That's just fantastic, isn't it? That is like the fucking most comedically long level crossing boom. But yeah, there's no traffic. And the road, like, what the fuck is going on here? That should go across and it should share the tracks. But no, we've got the road suddenly ending, then a shitty ground texture, shitty footpath texture, and then some awful mix of the two. Grass clipping through the road, we've got this road clipping into that road, the markings not even slightly lining up and clipping through each other, invisible walls all over the place in awkward locations, and then this road clipping into the tracks. Don't like, but there's no cars. There's no cars on this road. And I'll raise the speed up to 55. Is it actually 60? It is. Oh, high speed. 60 kilometers an hour, no way. Okay, we're going to go through Le Presse passing loop, and then Le Presse. Bring that back to 45 there. Again, there should be cars. Not many, like it shouldn't be a highway, but it should be some. That road nicely running straight into a crash barrier. Random noise of people coming from the river? Was that meant to be behind me on the train? Goodness gracious. Down to 40. Back up to 60. Better not be going through the diverge. No. Would have been signalled for that, so that's okay. Warning for that 30 clear signal though. Oh, what? Just got an uncommanded ZS application. Was that for the... What was that for? So I don't think it should just take off on that once I release the safety system, but... Didn't think ZS did speeds, but maybe it does. Maybe it does. Again, not a single car through the middle of the village. At least this looks like a road with actual footpaths and... Okay, there's a little bit of grass clipping through there, but it's better. The road markings are slightly better. But there are no cars. I mean, this is good. This is what it should be like. But there's no cars, no people, no nothing. It's no lights are on. Very dark for 10 o'clock in the morning. A best served hotel though, got stationed right outside. And a completely motionless flag. The train is longer than I thought it would be, but it's... I guess that's just because they've got a load of wagons on the back. About to go past the Lago di Poschiavo. Should be nice. We're early again. It's okay. Oh, the foot pedal. There you go. There is the Lago. But again, not a single car. This is the only road through this area. There is not one motor vehicle moving. I don't think I've seen a car moving anywhere besides that one at the level crossing up at Lee Kurt. Now, that's a pretty awkward transition, but I won't make too much of a fuss. At least there's a line here. There's not meant to be a curb. I think the platforms are still a bit too high. I think they're meant to be like on the ground more or less, but creative license. Interesting snowplow arrangement. You've got the one underneath and the one on top. I guess if it works, it works. Are these disc brakes? Doesn't look like they are. They look like brake shoes to me. If I take the brakes off, it's not going to do anything because they're still going to be applied. Right, we'll close the doors and we'll get moving. Are they animated at all? No. Great work, Rivet. Great work. Step back on my foot pedal. Okay, go up to 35. Break off from the road a little bit. I think we come back and rejoin it in a moment though. Like sort of covered in repeated textures. I mean, I know it's not a ship simulator, but it's a little bit disappointing. Very tall stanchions, but sure, whatever. At least the grass is slightly more yellow on that mountain on the left. I'm not sure whether there should be trees on it. I would assume so, but who knows? Up to 45. That rock texture on the right, though, is pretty hideous. And the bricks underneath with no shadows on them. Yeah, it also begs the question, what is Rivet doing for their next UK route? Now, I've seen some interesting suggestions, but... Oh, nice clipping through that brick. There, that's fantastic. They like to make Scottish stuff. Well, but then again, I mean, they made more non-Scottish stuff. They only made Edinburgh and Glasgow, and they helped on Cathcart. But otherwise, they've done the two Isle of Wights and West Cornwall. Well, I've got a give way sign. Unless it's some kind of other thing, but still running clear through there. I hope I'm not speeding. No. Right, green signal there. Down to 40. I presume I have to stop before the level... Oh no, just run straight over the top of it. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll leave that in minimum. Yes. Miralargo, which means look at the lake in Italian, which is a reasonable name. And unfortunately, it's not quite as spectacular in the game as it is in real life, but... And is this supposed to be... Is that supposed to be sand? This concrete dirt with stones is meant to be sand, is it? Has Rivet ever been on a beach? I know it's a glacial, and also that should be like a really turquoise blue colour because it's glacial water. Anyway, what would I know? I didn't make the route, and there'll be some smartass in the comments saying, if you know all of this stuff, then why don't you make it yourself? It's because I'm not a game developer. That's not my job. I'm not paying anyone to make a route. I'm not being paid to make a route. I said that the wrong way around. I am paying people to make the route, so I expect it to be, especially for, what, $52? I expect it to be of a reasonable quality. Not this current pile of shit. It's not awful, but it's not good, I wouldn't say. And I now know why Swiss trains are always on time. It's because there's so much fat built into the timetable. At Arosa Line, the timetable was impossible to follow because it's all AI, but this seems to be a real timetable, and it's... I'm not a professional driver, and I don't know where braking points are, but I'm doing this waiting, well, at least doubling or tripling the dwell, so... Next station is Brusio, shortly followed by the Brusio Viaduct, the Brusio Spiral, then Campascio, Campo Cologno, and Tirano. And there's the Tirano RFI, which I presume RFI is like Italian. And that is on the Tirano Lecco, I think, railway, which goes to Lecco. Right, we'll drop the speed set to 30. Try and brake off full power. Off we go. Oh, that's a whistleboard. First whistleboard I've seen. And some dodgy roads there, but whatever. Okay, another level crossing. Wonder if this will have bells ringing or not. Yes. Good. Oh my god, there's a car. But there's phantom car noise. Yeah, you can hear cars that don't exist, but that's only the second moving car I've seen this whole time. What's the speed limit? Still 30? No fun. Oh, it's 30 the rest of the way. That might be. Yeah, it's still got 7 oh, well. Yeah, 7, 8, 9 kilometers to go. Oh my god, car number 3. You know, I've heard about 100 of them, but... You've got... Oh, number 4! Look at that! You've got the Cane Creek Phantom cars. Oh, no! The car number 3 just disappeared. Car number 4 just disappeared. Car number 5 and number 6 gonna disappear right there. No, he's gonna keep going. Look at that. If I stop looking at them, are they gonna despawn? No, they're gonna do weird things though. My goodness. Oh, into the sun. Oh. It's a steep valley though, isn't it? That's a sign of what? A river, not glacial. I don't, because glacial is like flat bottom, isn't it? Oh, who knows? Who cares? Okay, Bruzio, 1.5 kilometers. Amazing to think like a high-speed train would do all of this, like the whole track monitor there in like, 20 or yeah, 20 odd seconds. And yet here it's going to take us 3 minutes. That's the difference between 30 and 300 kilometers an hour, I guess. We got to go on a little switchback to get into Bruzio. That's where the extra distance comes from. Again, another town. That mountainside is the most acceptable I think I've seen the whole time, but it's by no means fantastic. Just passable. Just passable. Just. Clear distant there. Around the curve. And we spin back round. Into Bruzio. Good stopping. Wants me to pull up way out of the platform, but I don't think I will, actually. Funnily enough. I think I will leave the train in the platform. Now, stopping points seem a little bit off. Why do you want me to pull all the way out there? Guess maybe if I had coaches on the back, but I don't. You gonna get on the train, or are you just gonna sit there? No, no one's getting on the train. Oh, you're not happy with that. You need me to pull forward. Are there any other trains ahead that I have to wait for? Maybe. It depends. So how far up do you want me to come? Yeah, you want me here? Completely off the platform. Fantastic. I mean, I'm still early, but... Great work by Rivet there. And the testers didn't point that out? Well, I guess they didn't point out that the safety systems are completely inaccessible on console, so... Right, we're about to depart. Lock the doors. Go. Clear distance signal. Max 40km/h aspect there, but not a big deal. Right, next station is at Campascio, but we're going over the viaduct first, over the spiral. Below Bruzio, the railway has at its last highlight the Bruzio Spiral Viaduct, which serves only to adjust the altitude of the line. The Spiral Viaduct is followed by the stopping point for the village of Campascio, which still belongs to Bruzio. Beyond the border station of Campacolonio, which is unusually large due to its customs facilities, the line finally reaches Italy after crossing the main square of Tirano, its terminal station. Here the Bernina line meets the standard gauge station and the line of the Italian state rail infrastructure company Rete Ferroviaria Italiana, which links Tirano to Milan. Thanks, Wikipedia. Yeah, that's the spiral. That's it. Can't really leave the cab because I don't want to get tabbed out by a vigilance system. No, I said tabbed out. Who says that? Nice to have a crossing with absolutely no crossing or footpath or anything. That's supposed to be a track? Okay, I thought there's a flower bed at first. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get an ABE 44 Mark III. There are still 6 of those, as well as 2 sort of electro diesels. But I don't think that. I think that's beyond driven. Model a diesel engine. My goodness, could you imagine? Yeah, we're not far now. We're not far. Only 4 kilometers, but all the way in at fantastic 30 kilometers an hour. How far is it? 5 kilometers, so it should take about 10 minutes, maybe. Stop. Dwell time added. Yeah, I haven't heard any announcements at all. No. 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 Just broken it. Ah, there we go. Problems, problems, problems. Ah, it's alright. The freight cars will still be on the platform. Uh-huh. Still got 441 points for that. There we go. In late winter, when the risk of avalanche is greatest, artillery is fired at the points of origin of avalanches, bring some control to their occurrence. Of course, we're in the middle of winter in this run, but there is no snow at all. Because why would there be? Of course. Okay. Lock the doors. Brakes off. We'll go power. Colonia, 1.3 kilometers. The post buses. Apparently a freight yard around here. Ah, down there, okay. Right, I presume this is the village of Campo Colonial. What they should do is they should build a little bike track on the side of the railway, because it's all downhill. It's set up as a little MTB and then ride down, get the train back up, 20-kilometer downhill trail. Right, pull the speed back a little bit. I'll just use cruise control for that. So, oh no, that signals for the freight siding. Oh my god, look, there's cars. Wowzers. And the level crossing booms despawn. Cross the roads. Absolute slideshow. And the points that go through the platform, okay. Sure. And 5 0 doors. The last station before the border. So before Schengen was a thing, they used to do border checks here, but that's, of course, Schengen is a thing, so I don't like the way that the track just goes through the platform. Like, they put the tramway checks in, but there's still paving in there. Presume that's for freight there. And this, that's ghastly. Right, final stop of Tirano. In 3 kilometers. Due in 9 minutes. Presume we're waiting for something. Yep. Should I get a screenshot here? Might as well. Reset. Might pump up the exposure. Exposure a little bit. Saturation a little bit. Then yeah, I might darken, and then we can take the exposure up a little bit more. Right, now I can come back. Depth of field all the way down. Focal point in. And put that in focus. Have a look around the passenger accommodation. Okay, so it hasn't clocked that we're in Campo Cologno, clearly. At least it shows the times. I did turn the saloon lighting on, did I not? It's not done anything. Okay, can't interact with that. Interesting doors. 2x2 seats. Can I come through here? Yes, what's this? Toilet? Uh-huh. Can't go in, obviously. What's that? Is that... Who knows? Don't know what that is. Some kind of electrical cupboard. And first class. Do not litter in or damage the carriage. Contravention may lead to banning from rail transport, demands for compensation, payment of supplements, or prosecution. Gee whiz. No music? I guess, yeah. Oh, loud behaviour or begging. Okay, it's not exactly music, but... Right, where's our train that we're waiting for? That we can't... No, I do not want to give up control of. There it is. I want to see what sticking the pantographs looks like. So if I do... Cool. Might swap them back though. Nice to see the voltmeter actually works. It's nice. Right, we'll go... Whoa, 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 whoa! Crossing barriers. That's great from them. Of course, why would they not, you know? It's how it works, right? So cool if you lived by one of those houses. Right, cruising down at 30. And we should pick up the road in a moment. Um, excuse me. Headlights. Thank you. Oh, so the border is... We've already gone past the border. Right. So we're in Italy. Wow, what a great border crossing. I think. Yeah, because we're entering the town, aren't we? Yeah, so we're well inside Italy now. Now, all of these alleged features, car traffic, wow, that works, doesn't it? Announcements, wow, that works, doesn't it? I haven't even done anything, the announcements just stopped. Right, we got car traffic. This feels good overtaking the cars. Shame the road markings are clipping through there, that's fantastic. Thought I said 25. I know I did say 25, but sure, whatever. Fine. See if I can. Post bus in Italy. Okay. 3 post buses. Uh-huh. And not get overtaken by any cars. Nope, they're running at the 15 as well. Through the main square. Doesn't feel like a road, I must say. That hill looks pretty bad, but sure, whatever. Okay, off the road. Absolutely no idea what that signal means. Shouldn't those lights be flashing, like, alternately, not together? We're not in Switzerland anymore, buddy. Whatever. Right, can we go up to 30 now? Yes. Okay, another level crossing. Is this gonna... No dings there. Now 3A, which platform is that? No bells there. And no ZS supervision either. You really want me to stop at the... Okay. Oh, that's a red signal. Oh, no, that was for the other track. Okay. Don't worry. It's fine. He still stopped before it, so... Maybe it is for us. Who knows? But they have an arrow and it's for me. Just the two platforms. We've got an EW1 over here. Where does that go? Stuff to a siding. Then we've got the Italian main line. Standard gauge platform. Which trots out this way. Lock doors, can do, buddy. Is that it? Just going to kick me off? Yes. Platinum, 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 platinum. Good. Not sure about this one. I'll write a blog post about it maybe if I get time. And yeah, other than that, it's the route. Maybe wait for a sale. I wouldn't rush out and buy it. It's not fantastic, despite all of the song and dance. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching, if you watched this the whole way through, 2 whole hours, or more or less. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Oh, I should probably say thanks for 3,500 subscribers. That was a thing that happened a few days ago. First video I'm recording since then. More or less all of that off the back of that one new regional fleet video. But yeah, thanks for that. See you next time. Goodbye.